This video is going to be on crf250r air vent mod for the engine breather. From the factory, it had a plug, and it would go through here, and then to the air box, which is right there. It's a little spot for it, and then it would go down here, and it would have a plug that looked like that right there. Sorry for how dark it is, but it would have a plug like that, and then whenever, or if it ever filled up with oil, you would remove the plug. But that's not really a good system, because a lot of people wouldn't remove the plug whenever it filled up with oil, and it would go into the air box, or the air filter, because that right there is right behind the air filter. So to do this mod, all you need is a couple feet of 3/8 gas line and a little filter like that, and then the gas line just goes from the top of the valve cover over to here inside the air box where there's a filter. And if you're wondering what that filter is, it is a marine filter. It's a gas filter. It's for fuel. It's a fuel filter, outboard. You can get it at Walmart for $5. That's where I got mine at. And it just goes into the air box where I have it go down to the drain, because your air box should have a drain at the bottom down there. And I drilled a hole in that plug right there. That's just so if you get mud won't get up in the air box. But that's how I have this system set up. And then you're of course going to want to block off this right here, that little inlet. So I just took and I put a bolt in it, because I couldn't think of any better way to block it off. And that bolt just threaded into the plastic, and I just tightened it and put it back together. And this mod is relatively easy. You have to remove your gas tank, your radiator shrouds, your seat, and that's just about all. You also have to cut a notch in the airbox for the hose to go, so the seat won't sit on it. But once you do this mod, it should help your engine a lot. Instead of having all that hot air from in here getting put in your engine whenever you first start it up, the hot air will go through your drain. It'll probably rise through your airbox, but it won't be put right into the air intake. And that should help it start up a lot easier. Run a lot better too. And that's just about it. As you can tell, this goes through here. It goes through the head state mount. But it goes through the head state, and then it just comes above the carburetor. It's right there above the carburetor. And then goes right by the air boot right there, and then into your air box. And this should cost about $20. You can get a kit to do this, but I personally wouldn't get the kit. I think the kit's just a little too much. The kit comes with bullet aluminum stuff, from what I remember. A little block off right there. And it comes with a filter. And one good thing about this filter right here is if water gets on here, it's not going to physically get in the filter, because there's this clear plastic around it and it's all sealed. So water won't get into the filter as easily. But if you get water in your airbox, it's probably going to get in your engine. So yeah. But you can get filters that aren't gas filters. Some people are going to say a gas filter won't filter good enough, but I think fuel filter should do fine. That's basically it. If you have any questions about this, just put them in the comments, and I am going to put a little thing there to hold that. And this is 3/8 fuel line, and that is meant for 3/8 fuel line too. But if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. This is a Atwood outboard fuel filter. 3/8 9.5 millimeter hose inner diameter. Yeah, it's basically it. Made in Taiwan. But that's basically it. And this should work on all 150Rs. Not all 250Rs. From 04 to 09 it should work on the 250R. And I'm not sure what year the 450Rs will work on, but I don't think the fuel injected 450Rs use the same system. Not 100% sure, but it might work on the newer ones. But do this at your own risk. It might not work on all bikes. You're going to need to check to make sure your bike has all the spots, that it has that valve cover vent, and that it has that vent right there. But this is definitely a lot better than the way the factory had it set up, in my opinion. The factory, the factory system ruined a lot of valves, because that oil getting in your engine will really mess up your valves. But that's all for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, like I said, put them in the comments. And if you need any help with anything, comments too. So thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe.